What's up, spooky people? My name is Gritty and welcome to the Spooky Corner. And today we're going to be talking about the one and only Slender Man. Who is Slender Man? What does he do? And is he even real? Those are the questions that I'm gonna dig into today, so get ready. Now, starting off with the first one, who is Slender Man? Just in case you may not be familiar with him, Slender Man is a very tall creature that looks like a man, but is definitely not a man. He stands somewhere between 6 and 15 feet tall. He has long, lanky limbs and a pale, white, featureless face. And also, a pretty nice suit, if I do say so. Now, they say that Slender Man hangs out in the forest and in wooded areas looking to stalk and capture children. And some say even adults. Now, what happens to the victims of Slender Man, you may be asking? Well, nobody really knows because the victims of Slender Man are not around to tell the tale. So, I mean, there's no real way to know, but there are some theories about what happens to his victims. One of them being that Slender Man eats them. Now, you're probably wondering how the hell he eats them when he has no mouth, when he has no features or nothing. I'll get into that one in just a second. And the second theory is that Slender Man brings his victims to a dark, deep place where they're never able to return from again. And the final one is that, well, he rips their guts out and sticks them on a tree for all to see. Now, if that information isn't enough to make you want to piss yourself, there is more. Slender Man is not just a looker. He also possesses a host of scary abilities that aid him in his pursuit of stalking and capturing and killing people. These abilities are pretty freaky, so check them out. One of his abilities is that he can grow tentacles out of his back, like 6 to 8 to 12 to any number of tentacles that come out and they're ready to slap and stab and grab and rip and wrap you up. So if you think for any second that you may be out of Slender Man's reach, then think again, because he got those tentacles ready to snatch you up. Now, another ability of Slender Man's is that he possesses the ability to teleport himself. So he can be behind you, he can be in front of you, you don't know. So it's actually very hard to run away from Slender Man, obviously, because now you got the tentacles and then he can teleport. There's pretty much no way of getting away. So I'd stay out of the woods if I were you. Another ability of Slender Man's is that he can manipulate his body's shape and height. That is one that I wish I had. So he can make himself taller, he can make himself wider, he can even sprout things out of his body like a mouth. Some say that he can create a mouth with razor sharp teeth, which will help him eat his victims. So there you go, there explains the mouth situation with him. So yeah, he can basically shapeshift and do whatever he wants with his body. Now, the final ability, and probably one of the most popular, is that he has mind control and telepathy. Speaking of mind control and telepathy, Slender Man is not like every other creature out there. He's not like every other urban legend where he just like kind of runs up on you, grabs you, kills you, eats you, or whatever. No. Slender Man is very patient and he enjoys his foreplay, because it is said that any victim of Slender Man will be stalked way before they are ever captured or killed or whatever he does to you. They say that Slender Man enjoys stalking and harassing his victims for days, weeks, and sometimes even months and years before he finally pounces on you. And if you're being stalked by Slender Man, there is something called slender sickness, which will happen to you if he's around you or if he's stalking you, so that you know what's about to go down.
Slender sickness. Symptoms include paranoia, headache, vomiting, coughing up blood, amnesia, among others. If these symptoms are coupled with visions and/or sightings of Slender Man, don't bother calling your doctor. 'Cause you're fucked.
Now I'm sure by now you're wondering, where is Slender Man from and is he even real? Well, I think you'd be relieved to know that no, Slender Man is not real. It's not a real thing. He was actually created for a Photoshop contest online. A dude by the name of Eric Knudsen, I hope I'm saying his name right, created Slender Man for a Photoshop contest on the website called Something Awful. They were running a contest where people were supposed to Photoshop like pictures of ordinary things and make them scary with like a paranormal thing in the background or whatever. Maybe add some orbs or add some figures. But my man Eric Knudsen came in and hit a home run by adding Slender Man to this picture right here. You see the kids running away. He also posted this picture right here, which is 10 times creepier to me because you see all the kids in the playground and then Slendy's in the background just chilling out. It's pretty creepy. And then there was like a backstory to this picture where supposedly all these kids went missing, including the camera woman, but that was proved to be fake. It was all part of the caption for the picture. Now, I don't know if Eric won this contest. He honestly should have. I don't know who came up with anything cooler than this, but after he posted these two pictures, they went viral, and right after that, he started adding more pictures and started adding more information to the mythology of Slender Man. And now, as of today, there's like this whole mythos, this whole mythology, this whole backstory, all these different side stories and facts about Slender Man and what he is and where he is. It's pretty interesting. He has like his own wiki page. I'll post it in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. But ever since Eric posted those pictures, they exploded. Everybody fell in love with Slender Man, and then came all the creepypastas about him. Then came the video games about him that PewDiePie played and everybody played back in the day. Then came a bunch of fan art. There's even like creepy videos that people make, fan-made videos of him like climbing buildings and him like stalking people. It's pretty awesome, and I bet you nobody expected that, but if you're a fan of Slender Man, then there's definitely a lot of content for you to take in. And now there's also a movie coming out about Slender Man. The trailer dropped a couple of weeks ago, and as of right now, it's like at about 10 million views. So I saw a couple of people talking about, oh, the hype for Slender Man is dead, it's old hat. Well, I guess not, because the trailer is blowing up. So like I said, I bet you are relieved that Slender Man is not in the woods, that he's not in the bushes, that he's not ready to slap you up with the tentacles, that he's not ready to wrap you up and eat you and stalk you and give you nosebleeds and all the shit that they say happens. None of that will happen to you. Don't worry. But what I want to know is, if he is fake and he was created for the internet, then why do people still claim that they see or have seen Slender Man in real life? People say that they see him on the street. There's a lot of different stories about people seeing him for real, and I got two theories about why that could be. Number one, maybe they got an overactive imagination. Maybe they just saw something and they let their imagination run wild. Or maybe they're just making some stuff up to have a little fun and add to the mythology of Slender Man. Now the second theory I got, which I haven't heard of yet, but this is one that I made up myself. I made it myself. And that is that maybe, just maybe, the creator of Slender Man created something for that Photoshop contest that he saw in real life, but is too afraid to talk about. Think what you will. Those are my theories about why people are seeing him, but you be the judge. Now let me know 6 feet deep below in the comment section what you think about old Slendy here. Some call him Slendy, some call him Slender, some call him Slendy Cakes. Nobody else calls him that, that's just me. Let me know what you think about Slender Man in the comment section. Now personally, does he scare me? Hell no. Man, I got other stuff to be afraid of other than that. But I will say he is scary, like the stories and the pictures, and I definitely will be checking out the movie. Now that is all the time I got today for the Spooky Corner, so make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and of course, come back next time for some more spooky stuff. Slendy! Slendy! These are my tentacles. I'll fucking slap Slender Man. Slap him.